All right, today we have the at-home core-focused workout. We're going to start out with crunches, 30 seconds. If you have a hard floor, you can even support your lower back by putting something like a couch pillow underneath it. As you're coming up, really focus on squeezing those abs at the top and just holding it for a beat. We just got a few more here. Then we're going to get ready to transition into the next movement, which is leg lifts. So you might want to slide that support out so that way your back is fully flat on the ground as you do these. We're going to go for 30 seconds. These can be a little bit challenging, so if you need to switch over to alternating single leg lifts, that's perfectly fine as well. Try to make sure that your back stays flat on the ground as you do these. You can even tuck your chin in a little bit, that's fine. And we're going to go ahead and transition into push-ups. So if you need to do push-ups from your knees because they're a little bit too challenging, that's fine. But really make sure that you have good control, quality form, and range of motion as you do these 30 seconds of push-ups. Just a few more seconds here, and then we're going to transition back into crunches for 30 seconds. All right, right back to them. We're really aiming for rep quality here, so try not to throw yourself up with momentum. And again, you can even poke a finger on your abs just to feel them tensing up as you come up on each crunch. Now these are not full sit-ups, so you don't have to sit all the way up with these. Just focus on keeping that tension loaded into your abs. It's all about the intention of the movement here. You don't want to just aim for cheap and dirty reps. All right, a couple more seconds, and we're transitioning now. Heading back into those leg lifts. 30 seconds here. So again, we want to aim for control. With any ab movement, you really want to try to make it more difficult than, you throw little finger quotes in the air, more difficult than it should be. It's all about focus, quality position, and doing what you can to give yourself a great challenge. So again, you can do single leg lifts if you need to, which you might, because even after just 2 rounds of this, your abs will probably be burning. And we're moving back into push-ups. 30 seconds. The deeper you get into the workout, the less reps you're probably going to be able to perform. But that's fine. You want to push yourself to the extent of your own ability. If you ever need to pause the video just to take a breather and kind of catch up, that's fine too. All right, just a few more seconds here. They're going to be transitioning back into crunches. Get a quality rep. And we're going to move back. We'll put that support back under you, that's fine. And 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and get them started. This is our last set of crunches. So do as many quality reps as you can. And really keep an emphasis on that quality. You're not using momentum. You're using tension in your muscles to move your body in a controlled manner. Even if you only do a couple reps, that's fine. We're gonna move back into push-ups. Scratch that, leg lifts. 30 seconds. Same thing, you don't want to use momentum to just throw your legs up. You want to feel your lower abs tensing as you bring that leg up in a controlled manner. All right, now we've got push-ups. Last 30 seconds. So give me clean, controlled, quality reps, even if it's only just a few of them. We got about 10 seconds left here. So I want you to challenge yourself to do a few more good quality reps. And done. Now we're going to transition into planks. "30 seconds. Try to draw your abs in towards your spine on these planks. Keep as flat of a back as possible. So you want to avoid sagging down in the middle or arching your butt up in the air like a pyramid. Elbows right under your shoulders and holding it tight. We're almost ready to go down. All right, hit the floor. We're gonna head into side plank. 15 seconds on each side. So pick a side, any side. We're on our first side. You can have your feet stacked, or you can actually have them one in front of the other to give yourself a little bit more stability on that base. So we're gonna go ahead and go down, flip over to the other side, pop right back up for side plank on the other side. 15 seconds. All right, now we're gonna head into floor flies. So use something that will slide across the surface that you're on. I'm using some shirts. And for these, what you're doing is you're loading eccentric force onto your pecs and front delt by slowly controlling your descent to the floor. And you can either fly like you will with dumbbells to pull yourself back up, but that will probably be extremely difficult. So you can do like I'm doing, and once you get to that full range of motion, just slide what you're sliding with in and do a regular push-up. Now you can also come up on your knees and do more of that motion where you actually are flying them back in. But being on your knees will take some force off and make it easier on your chest. But this is still surprisingly difficult. All right, so now we're coming back into that plank. Holding it tight, 30 seconds here. You may be shaking. If you're shaking, that's normal. Your abs are tired and fatigued, but we're giving them a good workout. And mixing in a little bit of upper body and soon to be a little bit of lower body stuff too. All right, go ahead and come down. We're gonna transition to that first side for side plank. You can be stacked, it's a little bit more challenging, or you can have them one in front of the other. "15 seconds each side. Try to keep that body in a nice straight line and change it to the other side. 15 seconds. Just breathe through it and head down, moving back into those floor flies for 30 seconds. You can experiment, you can do the from the knee variety, or you can do the one from a push-up position. It's whichever one works best for you. And you don't have to go to a full range of motion on these either. Once you feel yourself starting to lose control, that's probably when you want to head down. You don't want to overextend beyond your capabilities. You could even do the same variant where you pull it back in and then push yourself up from the kneeling position too, if this is too challenging. But we're going to go ahead and go back into plank. So last 30 seconds here. So make them count. Just breathe your way through it. You're almost there. And come on down for side plank. First side, 15 seconds. All right, go ahead, switch. Head to the next side. Holding it tight, 15 seconds. Resist the urge to sag your hips down. Good. Now we're gonna move back to that last set of floor flies. And again, really focus on the ranges of motion that you are competent, capable, and comfortable in. If you need to go down to the floor a little earlier, that's okay. You want to push yourself, but anytime you're dealing with sliding surfaces and muscle tension, you want to be careful. Past the halfway point on these, so you just got a few more. Focus on quality reps and movement with intention. Last one. Now we're going to transition back to the floor for bicycle crunches. So on these, you're bringing your opposite elbow to your opposite knee, keeping your shoulders off the floor in that crunch position, and twisting your elbows across your body as you bring them to your bicycling legs. Doing this for 30 seconds. We're already past the halfway point. All right, now we're going to move over to side crunches. So for these, you're basically just trying to pull your elbow and upper body as best you can towards your hip, focusing on those obliques. And if you want to add in a little bit of an extra challenge, you can also bring your legs up off the floor as you're crunching your elbow on the side. So you kind of look like a fish out of water, might be a good way to put it. Now we're going to transition out of this into a lower body focus movement. One leg RDLs. So we're going 15 seconds on each leg. Recommend finding some kind of resistance as you do these, but try your best to keep your hips squared a lot of people make the mistake of opening their hips up. So if my hips were open here, you would see the front of my shirt as I kick that leg back. If my legs were open on this side, you would see the back of my shirt. So you really want to try to focus on brushing the inside of your thigh against the other side of your thigh as you're doing these. And you almost want to even think about initiating the movement by bending at your waist, making that hinge motion there. That's how you get the most out of one leg RDLs. We're going to go ahead and put down the weight and transition into pitcher squats. So for these, you want the crease of your ankle being at the pivot point of what you're placing your foot on. And as you dip down, try your best to keep your torso more or less upright. We just got 15 seconds on each leg, so already switching to the second one. We got 3 rounds: bicycle crunches, one leg RDLs, and pitcher squats. And that'll be the whole workout. So you're getting close to the end of it. We're heading back to the floor for our bicycle crunches. 30 seconds. The abs should be well and truly blasted by the time that you're done with this. We still gave your upper body and lower body a little bit of love too. All right, we're past the halfway. Try to keep those abs tense the whole time that you do these. And we're gonna move back into side crunches. These can be a little bit of a relief. They're not the most difficult exercise in the world. Just a regular side crunch without bringing the legs up should be pretty simple. You can pace yourself on these. We just got 15 seconds on each side. But if you want to, you can also bring those legs up to keep it a challenge. All right, next side, 15 seconds. All right, and get ready to come back up. Grab your weights, and we are transitioning into one leg RDLs. So really have that focus on keeping the insides of your thighs brushing together with your hips nice and square, pointing straight forward as we go 15 seconds on each side. All about control. Also try to keep your shoulder blades relatively fixed and back, because you don't want to just let your arms and shoulders droop to try to put those weights that you have in your hand closer to the floor. We're hitting that glute medius by keeping our hips square. That can help prevent hamstring injuries in the future. So it pays to have a strong glute medius. Now we're going to move back into pitcher squats. $15 seconds each side. You should feel your quads lighting up as you go through these. You don't have to have weight, but if you can do weight, I recommend doing it. Now we're on the other side, 15 seconds. Just breathe through it. And we're coming back to the floor for our last round of this circuit and the end of our workout. Bicycle crunches. Give me a good 30 seconds. Just keep breathing through it. If you hear a train coming through this recording, that's because I live near some train tracks. Don't worry about that. We're good. Just a few more seconds. And moving into side crunches. You can take this as almost like a moving sort of rest exercise if you find it to be not very challenging. You're just mentally preparing yourself to get some really good quality reps in with those one leg RDLs and pitcher squats. All right, we're on the other side. Last 15 seconds. Now we're going to move up into one leg RDLs. So grab your weights, keep those hips square, and give me 15 seconds each side. Really focus on feeling that tension right where you need to feel it. It's going to be in your tushy and then your hamstring on one side. And really fight to keep those hips square. It's very tempting to open them up just to try to make that back foot go further. That's not where you're getting the work that matters in. Keep it nice and square. Focused movement, quality reps with intention behind them. Just got about one more. And now we're going to transition back to the pitcher squats. So go ahead and get that foot up on your object of choice and start dipping down into them. 15 seconds on each leg. Again, good quality movement. You want to load that tension into your quad of the working leg. Hit your full comfortable range of motion. Those are good pitcher squat reps. Now we're on the other side. Last 15 seconds of the workout. So fight your way through it, be proud of what you've accomplished, and do your best to continue moving in spite of the circumstances around you. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the workout, and we'll be seeing you soon.